Welcome back. It's 8:14 right now. So chances are Santa will be dropping off some high-tech toys for the kids this year, right? But are these gadgets safe? A new report from the Public Interest Research Group took a look at the risks that smart toys can pose to children. R.J. Cross, director of the U.S. PIRG Education Fund Don't Sell My Data campaign, joining us this morning to talk more about what is under the tree this year. R.J., good morning.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, okay, let's define this. What defines a smart toy?
Yeah, a smart toy is basically a high-tech toy that includes components like an internet connection using Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, or it has some other kind of technology like microphones, cameras, or sensors, or even integration with special software like speech recognition technology, or even sometimes artificial intelligence programs that learn about your kid and adjust play over time.
So, I mean, we're talking, that is high tech for a little kid. What are the risks here with some of these items?
Yeah, there's a few couple risks that people really should be keeping in mind. One is toys that connect to the internet can sometimes have unsecured connections. That means you're not having to enter a password or, push a button on the toy to connect. And these can actually be hacked by strangers in the area to use a microphone or a camera and can eavesdrop on your child or even talk to your child through the toy, which is very scary for parents. But another big concern is toys that collect data and then send it to the manufacturer. So toys can collect a lot more data than parents realize. And whenever they do this, a manufacturer holds data, it can actually end up being exposed during a breach or a hack. And we've seen smart toy manufacturers expose the personal information of millions of children online before, including things like photos and voice recordings.
Okay, so photos, voice recordings, what other kinds of data do parents need to know about? What are these companies holding on to?
Well, there's a lot of interest in things like having birth dates and names, obviously. Some smart toys can even collect location data about where your child is physically located. And others may, especially those that have conversations with kids, can collect full transcripts of your child's speech. In fact, we actually looked at one toy, the Fuzzable Friends Alexa connected toy. It's a little plush animal, it lights up, and you hook it up to your Amazon Echo Dot, and it can talk to children. And the manufacturer of the software that brings that toy to life actually in their privacy policies reserves the right to possibly get the full transcripts of your child's interactions with the toy contingent on parental consent. So if your kid were to state their age while interacting with the toy, then that could be included in the transcript.
I mean, what do these companies do with this type of data?
Yeah, they may do a few different things. The biggest fear is when these companies start selling or sharing it to other companies. You may see a company that reserves the right to share your child's data with their business partners, and those business partners may reserve the right to share data with their business partners. And before you know it, your child's data may be slinging around the databases of all these companies that you've never even heard of, and everyone's looking for a way to make money off of it, including sometimes selling it to advertisers.
Okay, so, I mean, let's be honest. It's 2022. We're in the age of technology here. So a parent does want to get one of these toys for their kids. What do we need to do to make sure that they stay safe?
The number one thing is to do your homework. You shouldn't be making decisions about these toys on the fly in the toy aisle. You want to make sure that you are researching the toy manufacturer up front, seeing if there's any bad reviews or news reports or government actions against that company. And then you want to be sure that you're reading the fine print. And I hate having to tell people to go look at the terms and conditions and privacy policies of these toys because they're not easy to read. But this is the best tool that parents have currently for finding out what kind of data is this toy collecting about my kid, where is it ending up, and what is it being used for. So you want to look at that fine print and do a Control F or Command F for the word data, and then actually read every instance and see what is happening here.
Oh, that's a good way to go through it, by kind of searching for specific keywords. RJ, this is fabulous information. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely. And for more info and, of course, this research that they're talking about, we got a link to PIRG on our website, fox13seattle.com.